Guys, Rich from Dynoport. You know, I've done too many videos. You're forcing me into another one. I'm getting too many calls. You've got to go back through, look at the basics. So here I am. This is actually going to be a good one because it addresses the variances we're getting. Beautiful today, 45, 50 degrees. So all I'm going to do with my trail sled here, if I go riding, is I'm going to move the clickers up to get my RPMs back right. And here's why, guys. When it was 0 the other night, we had to load one of the clickers to bring the RPMs down because I'm making more horsepower. Today, here's my horsepower. So guys, clutching is pretty simple if you think about it. You've got to have your horsepower and your clutch weight synchronized. And I had a call this morning, a sharp guy with a Polaris. He'd done his own clutching, 74 gram weights, turned in 8250 at 0. Went riding yesterday when it was 40, he only turned 7950. He was a little puzzled. Well, he wasn't sure, but it did just what it should have. His engine on the cold day was up here below the Skidoo at 162. On the warm day, he was probably down at 150, 152. So Polaris doesn't have a patented clutch like Skidoo that you can adjust. You need to call Dalton or Thundershift. You get the adjustable weights with a set screw. So what he could have easily done on a warm day is back the set screw out to give it less weight. So guys, clutching versus horsepower versus air temperature is crucial if you want to tune good. The other thing, you guys that run out and buy a clutch kit, I don't think you understand basic clutching, and there's some very sharp clutch kit guys out there, and if they are sharp, they're going to sell you a clutch kit if it's for a Polaris or a Cat with adjustable primary weights. Otherwise, you're back in this horsepower versus air scenario. I did make the statement, and I stood by it, and we've seen it at the races. You're not going to beat stock clutching on an 850 in a drag race. I get a chuckle out of the guys that buy a clutch kit for $500 with an unstudded sled and think they're going faster. Number one, the last thing you want with an unstudded sled is a more aggressive clutch kit. You're going to spin more and go slower. Plus, the 850s, you don't need it. But we've run into a situation, again, completely normal. Guys, I sold a pipe and a Y to a guy. He's got a speed track. He's got very good studs. He's hooked up. Guess what? He's bogging just like he should. So instead of the stock engagement down at 38, 39, he needs about a 4500 engagement, and this is why. When he's engaging down low, he's got, let's say, 60 horse for the heck of it. He's going to sit there because now he's trying to move this close to 500-pound sled ahead instantly. In the snow and trail riding, you spin a little. So you move ahead like this, he's going to go bang. So he needs to go down to a Skidoo dealer, check with Dalton, anybody who sells primary springs. He needs a spring at least 50 pounds higher on the first number. The second number will be a little higher too. He can control that by his clicker to get his RPMs back right. Now, the major thing he needs, and everybody that calls up that thinks they're a hot shot, they want a more aggressive Helix. This guy, now that he's a fast guy, he's set up, he's got the speed track, he needs a less aggressive Helix. Because an aggressive Helix opens quicker. The last thing you want to do moving this boat is open it up quicker when it's hooked solid. You're going to buy. So instead of the stock 45, 42, he just needs to buy a 42 Helix. Stock ramps, he's still fine. If he wants to put the 970s in, that's fine too. Either way, he's going to have a good setup, and then he can fine-tune it with the RPM. Guys, this applies not only to the Skidoo. If you take your 850 Polaris, you stud it up good and put a speed track on it, you're going to need less Helix. So that brings the other thing. Everybody calls up and they want a straight Helix, they want a progressive Helix. Guys, whatever Helix came in your sled, the engineers had it figured pretty darn good. You can change a degree or two like I've just shown you for conditions. But for the average trail rider, your stock Helix is very good. So if you need clutch parts, call a knowledgeable guy and buy what you need. Hope this helps. Thanks.